Good evening, folks, this is BestInSlot, and in tonight's video we're going to check out one of the very coolest, the creme de la creme, that's right, I'm fancy, of Jurassic World evolution mods. This is the Feathered Dinosaur model pack made by Digital Duck Modeling. Okay, that's cool. Bringing in not one, not two, not three, not four, not five, not seven, but six brand new feathered models for dinosaurs and prehistoric creatures, Pteranodon right there, that should have feathers of some description. This is actually only part one of the mod pack. There's another 4 or 3 or 5 dinosaurs planned for part 2 as well, so by the end every dinosaur that should have feathers will have feathers. A lot of them maintain the original feel of the Jurassic World evolution dinosaur, some of them a little bit less so, and in that some of them a little less so, we have our first one, and that is the Velociraptor. Now, the Velociraptor comes in 2 different forms. There's a more Jurassic Parkified version and a more accurate version. And I went for the accurate one, of course. You can already see it in the head shape. It's completely different from what you'd get in Jurassic Park. Now, this right here, ignore the darkness. This is a fairly common problem with mods in that the shadows are very strong. But if we flip around the other side, that beauty right there, that gorgeous, gorgeous looking Velociraptor is actually Echo in a Velociraptor, in feathered Velociraptor form. And you can see it has been remodeled basically entirely. If you go on the description down below and you go into the mod page, you can actually see a picture of Echo in her Jurassic World form, where they look more like Jurassic World raptors, but with the feathers added. So, you know, whether you want to go accurate or feathered Jurassic World versions, you can do either. I just think that looks brilliant. And of course, we've got a few others to look at as well. I think this might be blue. Are you blue? That's blue there. So you imagine it's like a realistic Jurassic World. It's very cool. Ignore the size. I mean... Is that not really cool? I think it's really cool. Yes, BestInSlot, it's very cool. Thank you for agreeing. I mean, the Echo one makes me happy. I don't know if it's just the skin colouring, the bright orange plumage, and then the blues, and the way the tail splays out massively into all these different... Oh, that's a booty. I don't know. I think it's very, very sexy. Very sexy. Right, let's check out some of the others. Next on our list is Struthiomimus. The classic, the OG, the best. Look at it. Look at it! Are you looking? Use your eyeballs and point them towards the screen. I'm teaching people how to look. It's 2020, but there you go. That is our new Struthiomimus. And you can see already it does have a lot of the same colours, a lot of the same personality as the original Jurassic World evolution dinosaur, but the head's been remodeled. It's kind of got this like dippy little pointy face going on. Very cool. Dippy. But also the feathers again. Amazing. I love how the tail again plumes outwards, and of course we've got the feathers kind of poking out the back of the arms, the primary places you'd expect to find them. And of course that counts for all the Struthies, and they all look so good. This is again one of those mods where if you're feeling it, you know, this is one of those mods where you could keep this installed all the time, and I think it would be a net benefit if you're into your feathered dinosaurs, of course. If you're not, why are you watching this video, quite frankly? Don't they look great? This is the kind of thing I hope we get in the future. Even for people who don't want feathered dinosaurs, maybe just having the option on some of the dinosaurs to have feathering would be really cool. Moving on, we've got a lot to get through. So next up, we're going to check out the Compsognathus. This is going to be teeny tiny. We're going to have to use our Nvidia to check this one out. I promise it has feathers. Say what, we're going to pause right there. Zoom in a little bit. There we go. So the Compy, a little bit more chill on the feathering, I should expect. I think it's been remodeled as well. Got this kind of scraggly, proto-feathery looking stuff, like around the neck and a little bit on the chest area. And then the tail poofs out a little bit. Looks a little bit like a red panda. Kind of adorable. Let's check out one of the others. I'm looking for a coloured one. Maybe they're all... There we go. I can't get much closer than this. Actually, we can. What we can do is use camera, field of view. There you go. Look at that. Very cool. Isn't that great? Again, just feels like a Jurassic Park compy, but a little bit more accurate, a little bit more fluffy, you know? You want to cuddle it a little bit more, because it's feathery and adorable. I love it. It makes me very happy. I wish I could be more critical and talk about the science behind the feathering and all that, but really it just looks cool. That's what I'm here to do, to show you cool things, apparently. Anyways, there's our compies. We still have 3 more creatures to go. That's a sign of your mind's blowing at this information. Next up is the Proceratosaurus. I should mention, of course, if you don't have the requisite DLC, for example, Return to Jurassic Park, you're not going to get Compsognathus even with the mod. I actually did the voice acting for the Proceratosaurus there. It is very cool colour scheme going on here. This is actually the default one. So you can see again the head has been largely left alone. Proceratosaurus has much more chill feathering. I believe it is meant to be at least somewhat realistic. You know, it's based on actual information. And, well, you'd assume. I'm just going to walk out and there's a bloody Brachiosaurus covered in feathers. Oh, hello. Calm down, buddy. So you can see it's kind of more around the sort of the central part of the body, and it kind of has this weirdo effect that a few creatures have, where the feathers end very suddenly before it goes back into sort of the naked, bare skin. This kind of looks like one of those terrifying cats. I had to take a sneeze break. I will say with the Proceratosaurus, it has stymied the colouring a little bit. They're not as bright and colourful as they were in the past. It definitely has gone in a more realistic direction, but at the end of the day, if you're using this mod, that's probably what you were looking for in the first place. They still have that little burst of colour at the crest, though, on the comb, which you would use to look sexy for parties. Right, the final of our dinosaurs, then, is the Dinonicus. Probably the one that's changed the most. We saw with the last three, they kind of kept their original models and were a little bit feathered. They changed a little bit in the skull shape and stuff like that. Velociraptor has changed a lot, and Dinonicus, because it's meant to be accurate, of course can no longer look like a mutant tadpole. And I say that as a big fan of Dinonicus, but it should now actually look like a Dinonicus, essentially. Now, I do love the Jurassic World Evolution Dinonicus. It's a mutant, but I do love it. I think it fits really well into the universe. But that's pretty awesome looking, it must be said, considering it's, you know, essentially a new model in a lot of ways. I mean, that's very, very cool. It looks properly like a Dinonicus. Let's check out some of the others. I mean, I believe this is the same as the mod. Digital Duck did release a Dinonicus mod in the past. I think this might be the same one, which of course makes a lot of sense. I mean, I don't just want to look at the dinosaur and go, doesn't that look cool? And everyone goes, yes, BestInSlot, that does look cool. But I mean, it looks cool. There's not too much else to add. It really does. Just I think they still fit really well into the universe. Yeah, they don't necessarily look like they're from Jurassic Park, but if you view it, you know, in our habitat here, wandering around, eating and herding together, grouping together, pack hunting together, whatever, it suits the game perfectly well. It really does. You know, this is something that could blend into your existing parks with nary worry. Like I said, there are more dinosaurs coming in the future. I believe it's Troodon, the other two Mimuses, so Archaeornithomimus and Gallimimus. I'd be very curious to see if they differentiate much from the Struthi. And I think Albertosaurus was discussed, and that's a potential one. There's a little bit of debate about that, essentially. Of course, Rex these days is not the feathered dinosaur we once thought it was. There is still a little bit of debate raging about whether Rex had some feather coverage, so we'll have to see if anything happens on that one as well. They are beautiful. I forgot about the Pteranodon. Right, let's go check out our last one. Pteranodon, of course, wasn't a giant bird, wasn't a dinosaur, so the feathering is quite light. It's in a very specific point. Zoom in. See, to the point where you can't even... You can kind of get a little glimpse of it there. Let's check out... oh, there we go. So it's more like down the chest, essentially. It's like he's from the 60s, you know? He's out partying, a few buttons undone, got a big furry chest. I love it. It looks like a granddad Pteranodon. There is also some feathery-looking texture on the wings. I don't know if that's meant to represent featheriness, because it is kind of the same texture as the beak. But the chest area and the back is definitely the main focus. Can I not jump from... No, okay. Oh. Wait. There we go. I figured it out, right. Hey, buddy. Again, you know, they are essentially the same creature, but with some lovely feathery detail. If you're into your accurate dinosaurs, this is pointless. Then, this is the mod for you, essentially. Wow, what a view that was. Yeah, they look great. You big feathery so-and-so. Look at him. Fluffing around. Like he's cock of the block. I don't know, this is one of my favourite mods. I really do like the accurate dinosaur mods, I always have done. The lack of properly feathered dinosaurs. There's a lot of mods out there that will bring in feathered dinosaurs, but they won't necessarily look this good. They kind of tend to be... Where's my favourite one? Where's Echo? Echo. There we are. I mean... It looks so good. A lot of them, it's kind of like a flat, feathery texture. This one actually changing the model, adding the feathers splaying out at the tail, at the arms, redoing the facial models and stuff like that to be more accurate. They do have a slight problem where the neck vibrates incessantly. Now, as someone whose neck also vibrates incessantly, I understand, but I don't know if that would have happened with the raptors. Either way, Feathered Dinosaur Pack Part 1 by Digital Duck Modelling, highly recommended. One of the top 5 mods. I'm probably going to do a list at some point soon of the 10 mods I recommend the most. This will absolutely be making the list. If you hate feathered dinosaurs, you probably don't enjoy it, but for everyone else, there's MasterCard. For everyone else, there's this mod. It's really cool. Check it out in the description down below. Go give the duck lots of love. And of course, when part 2 comes out, we'll cover blah, 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 blah. When part 2 comes out, we'll cover that right here as well. Thank you so much for joining me, ladies and gentlemen. If you enjoyed this mod, if you enjoy this video, if you enjoy life, hit the like button. Really helps me out. Very much appreciate all that kind of nonsense. And I will see you lovely folks in the next video. Remember to subscribe for more Jurassic World Evolution and mod spotlights. Yes. Cheers, myself as always. Bye-bye.